According to the Food Research and Action Center, a lack of money can contribute to both hunger and obesity. It seems like a paradox, but households without money to buy nutritious food are often forced to rely on cheaper, high-calorie junk food, which can lead to obesity. Even when healthier foods are available, a lack of nutrition education can block people from good nutrition. In our series, Eat Your Greens, KGNU's Maeve Conran has been looking at some programs which try to overcome these barriers by teaching grade school children about good nutrition. In this next installment, we'll hear from one school trying to give everyone in the community access to fresh, healthy vegetables.
Don Deal is a science teacher at Fairview Elementary School, one of the schools which takes part in the Integrated Nutrition Programme. The school is located in the Sun Valley neighbourhood of Denver, and every day nearly 300,000 cars pass by on I-25, just a stone's throw away from the school. With the skyline of downtown Denver in sight, there's asphalt as far as the eye can see. Right now, Don is in the pumpkin patch, right beside the school.
They had the sprinkler going, and they're just spraying it back and forth.
He's teaching Fairview student Justice Stevens how to water the plants in the school's market garden.
Getting to the roots at all underneath. So you got to really get it good, and that's each night.
Okay.
And then, are you up in the mornings?
Yeah.
When?
At 9:24.
Check at 9, okay? I'm serious. Every day.
Fairview Elementary goes one step further with its nutrition programme. Denver Urban Gardens partner with the nutrition programme to teach the students the benefits, nutritional and otherwise, of growing their own fresh vegetables. Judy Elliott is Education Coordinator with Denver Urban Gardens and has been teaching the nutrition gardening programme here at Fairview for nearly 6 years.
The whole goal of the program is obviously to introduce children to a healthier style of eating, to get them to identify a diversity of vegetables with which they may not be familiar, and to demystify that whole process.
Fairview Elementary School is an unlikely venue for a community garden. The average household income is 1/4 of the Denver metro average, and it has one of the highest crime rates in the city. The school garden is an oasis in the midst of this challenged neighbourhood. As Judy Elliott explains, for many students and their families, this programme represents the only access they will have to a garden.
We're dealing with youth, most of whom live in a housing project. So unless they're growing something in a little container right at their house. So it's not a matter of being able to have your own backyard garden. It's also a community where there is no grocery store available for within walking distance. So when you're bombarded with fast food all the time, all we can do is provide a place and instruction and incentives for kids to stay involved in the program long enough that hopefully we have planted a seed for a little thing that they can do in their own lives differently.
Yeah.
Denver Urban Gardens believe that community gardens are not just for growing vegetables. They are taking part in a 3-year research project called Gardens for Growing Healthy Communities, which assesses the health benefits of community gardens. Their research demonstrates that a public garden in a community can instill self-sufficiency and pride in a neighbourhood, and can often reach across hard-to-breach cultural barriers. Science teacher Don Deal.
We have several families from Somalia that have started working with us this year, and we've got 2 Vietnamese families that are growing their own garden here with us, and one grandfather that comes up from Mexico once a month, and he's actually working with his grandsons that live right here too. But it's his sort of pet little garden with his grandsons.
As with the Integrated Nutrition Programme, the Garden Project tries to reach out to families and the community through the children. While few parents volunteer in the garden, many come to purchase fresh vegetables at the farmers' market, operated by the students on Sundays during the summer. Oscar and Cesar are twins and students at Fairview. Their mother regularly comes to the garden to get fresh ingredients for dinner. What are you guys going to use the cabbage for?
Para hacer con carne.
To mix it with meat.
Guisado con carne. Y dile que lleva también calabacita y zanahoria.
Squash and carrots.
Cebolla.
And onion.
Are the vegetables here better than at the store?
Están aquí mejor los vegetales aquí que en la tienda.
Está más fresco.
More fresh.
Back at the pumpkin patch, Justice gives a guided tour.
We store them for Halloween. And if it's like Halloween's already passed and they already grew, like now, Well, what we do is we keep them stored in a cooler. And that way, when it comes to Halloween, they'll be all ready. Okay. Nice and fresh.
The students involved in the garden learn about much more than nutrition. For many, it teaches them responsibility and teamwork and offers them an escape from what can be in this neighbourhood, the harsh realities of day-to-day life. As Justice explains, the garden offers her a sanctuary, somewhere she can work out her problems while tilling the soil and relieve her frustrations by pulling out weeds.
See, like me, right now, I've gotten all my stress away, so right now I'm ready for school.
Justice went on to middle school this year, but will continue to work in the garden, even though she no longer attends Fairview. So with many of the students graduating and moving on, what will happen to the school garden? Tune in to hear when we meet the new generation of urban gardeners in the next instalment of Eat Your Greens.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.